Hey, welcome to my channel. And I already kind of filmed it and I didn't realize that actually I wasn't filming. So for some reason, my webcam stopped. So I'll have to refilm this again, record this again. So anyway, today I'm going to start the weekly affirmators. This is real life, okay? This is not divination cards or nothing. It's actually good that we not only are looking at the predictions with astrology, which is what is my predictions based on astrology. And of course, I complement with tarot cards. But it's also important that we relate things that we can do with our behaviors, like in real life behaviors, okay? Because I know everybody's like, oh, but tarot cards and everybody listen to it and whatever, but what about our actions? It's okay to understand what energies are happening in the world, but how we behave and conduct ourselves towards these energies and towards what's happening to get better, right? And these weekly affirmators are specifically directed for your professional development, okay? So if you have had any issues at work with your coworkers, these are for you. So hopefully it resonates. I already picked the 3 cards, so I'm going to start over again. So pick a number 1, 2, or 3. And this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Just pick a number. Okay, you can pause and think about which number I want. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to start with number 1. Number 1 is follow through. So let's see what it says. It says, I turbo boost my stamina and activate the power of commitment, enjoying the satisfaction that comes with following through on everything I start. This week, everything is getting the follow through treatment. No missing deadlines, no forgetting emails, threads, no sitting around while there is a perfectly good happy hour going on right now across the street. Show more commitment, people. So this is an important message here. So if you haven't any issues, hopefully it resonates with what you're passing through right now. So if you haven't been able to keep up with your projects, it's time to do so, because that helps you to not only for other people to see you, but it helps you to basically, I don't know if you heard the phrase, like, don't leave for tomorrow what you can do today. So if you don't leave for tomorrow what you can do today, you're going to have more free time the next day, right? I know, because I'm super organized and I'm always like trying to make things in that moment so I can enjoy something else later on. So, and not only that, like, you don't miss deadlines. So you always on time and things, and you actually have extra time when you try to keep things organized and you follow through with things. So if you have trouble with that, it's good if you get a calendar and you post it somewhere and you make sure that you know you write down your weekly schedule of your projects. If you don't have a job right now, this is really important to look at, because this means, like, you need to make a list that you need to fix your resume. You need to find someone to help you out with that. What type of jobs you need to apply for, what you're good at, what they, so you have to post your resume in certain social networks like LinkedIn, like, oh, Indeed, or whatever. So you see everything you need to, calculate, so you're being able to, get a job in the future. So everything is a list, everything you have to follow through. So it's just like, I hope this is helping you if it resonates with you. So make sure that you're following through with your projects at work, and people see you in a different way when I see you very organized too. Things improve. That's how you get promotions. Number 2, tenacity. I'm going to read it because it's very long. So tenacity. If at first you don't succeed, try. To remember that there's an old tired saying about this for a reason. Everyone fails sometimes. But failure is only failure if it happens on the very last page of your story. And since you're still breathing, that's not where you're at right now. So if you have hit an obstacle on your way to success, don't sweat it. Dust off your air quotes and hang them on that failure as a reminder that failures are part of success. and this is all part of your lifelong job, then get right back to it. Your next failure is waiting to bring you closer to your dreams. All right. One thing that I see in this card that I might not like too much is like failure does not exist. For me, failures are lessons. So tenacity is a great word of consistency and to not giving up on things just because of the first time didn't work out. So, and I know what I'm saying because I am a person who apply a lot of tenacity in my entire life. I am very, yeah, like I just graduated from a master's degree and I lost my job after a car accident. I lost my job. I mean, I lost my career, my entire career as a physical therapist because I had lesions, injuries in my back. So I have three herniated disc and I had a fracture too. So for me, working as a physical therapist has been very, very hard. And my doctor says you need to give up. Like, so at the beginning, I didn't want to give up. So I tried and I even volunteered just to prove myself that I can still do it. And I couldn't. I was in too much pain. I can't work lifting limbs as a PT. So for me, it has been very hard to give up something that I really love to do, which is helping people and being a physical therapist. So I had to go back to school. So tenacity is something that brings you to another level. Okay. And of course, I had so much stuff and obstacles in my movement. I just graduated from a master's degree. 10 years, it cost me 10 years and paying, school, working 2, 3 different jobs, don't have like economically support, didn't have emotional support. Because on top of it, I get diagnosed with an pneumonitis optica, is an immune system condition that can actually kill you. And I've been on the treatment for it, which is incurable. And I'm already passing the mark that they say like 5 years. I'm already in 7 years, 10, so like almost 10 years. So tenacity is something that we should all have and make us better. And when you obtain or you acquire what you want, because when I got basically my diploma, or not my diploma, but when I graduated and I went to the ceremony, oh my God, I almost cried because I couldn't believe how much I suffered to get there, but I made it. So this is something that you need to remember. Like if you want to grow as a person, you want to grow professionally, you keep going. And I had so many obstacles in my life, and I had so many people that didn't care in the educational system, that the bureaucracy of papers here and there. And I was always having an obstacle in front of me, an obstacle, and I was stopped and moving around to another class. And it was awful. But you know what? I didn't care. I kept going. And I was so sick, losing my vision, losing my hearing. And I kept going. And then on the treatment, you have no idea what to pass through. But you know what? There's one thing that I can say: tenacity. I never gave up. And that means for people too, if you don't have a job either, listen, don't ever give up. Sometimes we have to look at other things, right? And maybe not exactly what you want, but whatever you need, and go for it. Okay. And you're learning little by little. Don't ever think that things are like easy to get to to succeed in life. Okay. So obviously success means something different to everyone. Okay. Success for you can be just being a housewife, and for others can be, I want to be a millionaire. So it just doesn't matter. But whatever you want to acquire, just go for it. And if you fail one time, don't ever give up. Don't let people tell you that you cannot do what you want to do, because I passed through it and I never listened to anybody. And that's how I'm here right now talking to you. So if you pick number 3, is joyful space. And it says, has your workspace lit from model of cleanliness to graveyard of mugs, from Pinterest pic to Kathy cartoon? Time to get a second job, the job of giving your surroundings a makeover. You may be chained to a desk, but it's not a prison. Use your freedom of expression to make your space as joyful as you can. Ditch the clutter. Hang some pictures. Sage the cubicle. We should all sage that. spruce up your space, and you will earn the excuse to be lazy and messy all over again. And in the little tiny little letter says, unless you work in a prison, but even then, you are not a prisoner unless you are, in which case, sorry. So it's great to keep your environment clean, keep your desk clean, because that brings positivism and bring positive people around you too. Um, it's kind of like a different energy, right? That you irradiate. And even though that I work here at home, I hate to see a lot of books around because I read a lot and I have my bookshelves. So as soon as I graduated, I got rid of all my books. And there's one thing I can say is when I used to work, I used to have like a little, it was not a cubicle, but it was shared, right? Like we were next to each other. Everyone has their little desk. And they were like always like, oh, look, her desk is so clean. And sometimes they would put their stuff in my desk, and I hated it. And I used to listen. This is yours. Like they would put like a bottle where it's like, and I put it back in their desk. Like don't put your dirt in my stuff. Like that was a little bit disrespectful too. But that like I saw my coworker cleaning up her desk because it's like, oh look her desk, and then my boss will come in and like, who's this desk? Oh, that's Sally. And they're like, oh, she's like, oh, it's so clean. And I actually sometimes like try to clean around, and it makes you look much better. You irradiate better energy, and it just feels much better. I know it's just like a lot of people's like, ah, I don't want to do that. I mean, trust me, people look at you with a different eyes. And even my coworker started cleaning her desk just because seeing my desk, it's like you being an example for others. And your coworkers kind of like start coming to you and ask you questions. They think like, oh, she must know things. Like they think that you look even like smarter, I guess. I don't know. But I'm like that. I'm a Saturn Mars baby. I have planet Saturn and planet Mars in my first ascendant, my house of personality, and that's how I am. So for me, organization is a plus, like a must. And please. And my house is not really disorganized, but I just my room, and I'm just like, oh, I wish I can get rid of everything. It's just keep it all clean, which is okay. Anyway, I hope you like this. So number one, remember follow through. Number two, tenacity, never give up, and keep your environment clean and nice. And yeah, I use some sage to get rid of bad energies around too. Anyway, much love, much light, and I'll see you in the next weekly affirmator is what you need to focus on this week. And if not, I'll see you in my crystal healing type of videos when I explain about crystal healing, or also the monthly predictions with astrology, okay? Complementing with tarot readings. Anyway, what else? That's it. See you. Don't forget to visit my online store. This is one of the designs that I have there. So it's my logo. So just don't forget to visit my store. In the description below this video, I leave the link. So visit it and see if you like it. That is just will be a great support for me, even if you just go to visit and check it out. Much love and much light. Bye.